Good morning, students. Today I will teach you the first chapter, 3 questions from your honeycomb book. The chapter is going to start. The thought came to a certain king that he would never fail if he knew three things. These 3 things were: what is the right time to begin something? Which people should he listen to? What is the most important thing for him to do? The king therefore sent messengers throughout his kingdom, promising a large sum of money to anyone who would answer these 3 questions. In reply to the first question, some said the king must prepare the timetable and then follow it strictly. Others said that it was impossible to decide in advance the right time for doing something. Some said that people ne- people most necessary to the king were his counselors. Others chose fighting, and yet other religious worship. As the answer to his questions were so different, the king was not satisfied and gave no reward. He decided to seek the advice of a hermit who was widely famous for his wisdom. As the king came near the hermit's hut, he saw the hermit digging the ground. He greeted the king and continued digging. The king went to the hermit and said, I have come to you to ask you to answer 3 questions. How can I learn to do the right thing at the right time? Who are the people I need most? And what affairs are the most important? The hermit listened to king but didn't speak. He went on digging. You are tired, said the king. Let me take the spade and work in your place. The hermit gave the spade to the king and sat down on the ground. When the king had dug 2 beds, he stopped and repeated his questions. The hermit gave no answer but stood up and said, Now you can take rest and let me work. But the king didn't give him the spade and continued to dig. The king said, I came to you for an answer to my questions. If you can give me no answer, tell me so, and I will return home. Here comes someone running, said the hermit. The king turned and saw a bearded man running towards them. His hands were pressed against his stomach, from which blood was flowing. When he reached the king, he fainted. After that, the king covered his wounds with his handkerchief. The king, tired by his work, so he lay down on the floor. In the morning, when they woke up, the bearded man said, Forgive me. I don't know you and have nothing to forgive you, said the king. You didn't know me, but I am your enemy. I wished to kill you, and you saved my life. Now, if I live, I will serve you as your most faithful servant. The king was very happy to have made peace with his enemy so easily. Leaving the wounded man, the king went out of the hut and said to the hermit, For the last time, I beg you to answer my questions, wise man. You have already been answered, said the hermit. How have I been answered? What do you mean? Asked the king. Then the hermit said, When the man ran to us, the most important time was when you were caring for him, because if you had no if you had not dressed his wounds, he would have died without having made peace with you. So he was the most important man, and what you did for him was your important business. So this is our story. Thank you.